Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hey!
It is Pixel Butters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. When we left off, we've been talking about all kinds of yokai up in here.
Yeah.
And now we have to show how the killer could have escaped from the locked room one way or another. And we know it's because I'm going to find you, and I'm going to get you. That guilty verdict.
Oh my
But
God.
our client is going to be not guilty. They're going to be innocent. The guilty verdict will be for whoever we find in that chair that it will be the killer one day. Anyways, they conjecturally earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono. Time to do or die, literally.
Do not die, please. The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
I'm fine. My name's Apollo, and I'll be fine.
And I'm fine.
We just need to think this whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so?
Because I know that the choices are pretty limited.
You're gonna say because you know something?
The room has a window, but it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. Well, they're dead. No. As for the air vent,
I know what we
That's what
gotta
I was-
do, actually.
it's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. And needless to say,
Okay, never mind.
the forbidden chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out.
Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they say, simple is best. Because that's actually what I was gonna say, because they were pointing out the things that wouldn't work, and I was like, the air vent is too high, and I was like, oh, maybe because they pulled the seal off the door, they walked in there and hid for a second and then popped out later. We need to rely all the absolute impossible escape routes. And then whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised.
He flew away.
All right, skip through here. Okay. Well, then we don't have. Okay, wait. So.
Is he really going with the air duct?
No, because, okay, if we think about this, there are 4 points on this map of how someone could get out of the Fox Chamber. But we said, number 1, the window's too small,
Uh-huh.
the air duct is too high, and the
Yeah.
forbidden chamber is locked. That leaves only one extra room, or one extra escape path.
Into the hallway?
the front door.
Yeah.
Is that really what they're saying we're gonna go with? That this killer escaped through the front door, even though it was locked? That's what the game is implying on us. And it said, think from the beginning. Okay, just in case I fucking go crazy on this. The air duct is obviously, it's a red herring.
It's
the
a
front
trap.
door.
The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out.
It would appear you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie TENMA came on scene was within that locked room. How one exit the Fox Chamber, then lock it without a key. I should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple.
Simple, right. I can understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you explain yourself quickly.
I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber hallway door was locked was because... Oh, okay.
Oh, from the inside?
I don't want to... That doesn't quite make sense. Okay, we have to think about this clearly, because, I mean, if someone in the room had a key, the killer could get it and then lock the door from the outside afterwards.
Yeah.
So, just in case, because this is a really weird one for me, and I want to make sure we get it right. So that could be... Locked on its own is a bit of a hiffy-whiffy weird one.
It's a wimpy way out.
Yeah. So I want to say the perp locked it from the outside might be the best bet here. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door, then locked... Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked fox room chamber. Oh, it was? Oh. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of the fact.
Oh.
Well, unless they went in the air duct from the hallway and got back in there. I don't know.
Maybe. Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. Like how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from outside.
The air duct.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond. Can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell draws his sword.
I will say that this has been the worst translated game so far from the Phoenix Wright series.
There have been many grammatical errors.
Many, especially in this case.
Yeah.
Like the first case had a couple, but this one's been real rough.
It has.
And I mean, I know the HD trilogy was like, you know, the third time that the Phoenix Wright original trilogy has been made again, but Apollo Justice, like, if there were any, I only remember there would only be like one or two that happened that were easily forgettable, but this one's had
many,
quite a bit
and
so
it's
far.
always been one word that was incorrect.
Yeah, it's been almost as it like it's been a mistranslation of that word.
Yeah.
Because it's a different tense of the word, respond versus response. Okay, anyways,
how could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Okay. So, slipped it in when the door was opened, threw it in from outside, or changed the lock. Okay, change the lock. That takes a lot of work.
It does.
That one's out.
That takes a lot of time, too.
Threw it in from outside. I'm pretty sure the window was... well, no, it's waterway down below the window.
Yeah.
So that's not possible. So I guess something when the door was open, because I guess if they waited somewhere while Jinxie went to go get help, they could have gone back, put the key back in, and then been, you know, the dressed up TENMA TARO and fled.
Yeah. That's the only one that really makes sense.
Oh boy. Just this is all
Change
a weird
the lock
one,
is
but
definitely not one.
if that one's it, I'm going to be astounded. Maybe someone threw it in from the hallway when Jinxie opened the door? That would explain... Perhaps we should ask the little scamp herself. When you opened the fox chamber, did you witness anyone throw the master key inside?
Sorry, I didn't see anyone else there.
Oh. What a
I forgot
pity.
she's still there.
Or perhaps you intend to accuse the witness of murder?
You will leave me no choice, a penalty for random speculation and lack of foresight.
Ow. Okay, so maybe it was the window. How could someone have gotten the key into that locked room?
Let's try that again. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Okay, it has to be through in from outside then. Okay, and it disappeared now. So, what if someone threw it into the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back in through the window. That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
He didn't seem very confident when he said that.
And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the fox chamber's window.
See, that's what we said.
Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility. Oh, right. Oh, God.
I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window.
Okay, are we now
Is this
gonna...
where the air duct comes in? Like
Somewhere
we
other than the
initially thought
window?
from the very beginning?
Alright, toss it through somewhere other than the window.
Wow, it's really holding our hand with this.
Okay, the question would be...
I feel patronized.
Yeah. Do we say the air duct? Or do we go for this one? In the hallway?
I mean, it's still part of the air duct highlighted thing, so I guess...
I just never know with this. So, okay, just in case it goes wrong with where I'm pressing on it. Or, where did the killer throw the key into the room?
I'd
so I
say
guess
there.
I'd say this, because
Yeah.
it says where did they throw him into the room. So bottom here.
The air vent?
Yes! The window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not.
Oh, that's right. The fox chamber's air duct.
Has to be one hell of a throw to go all the way
Yeet.
down that thing into the room.
Yeah. Leads out into the hallway. Yes, it does.
That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the Fox chamber. Then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber. God! I mean, that's preposterous.
Ooh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Destinies, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused, like always.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so even Your Honor can understand.
Whoa,
I'm calling you
good.
dumb. First, the real killer disguised as TENMA TARO murdered the alderman in the Fox chamber. Then, they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent, Wait, they entered the air duct? So is it gonna say they climbed in, dropped it, and then backed out? Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that was left to do after that was go back through the duct and flee the manor.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't expect them to go in the air vent. Well, Your Honor,
It makes more sense.
could that be any clearer?
You're gonna throw the key all the way down its
I think the other thing I was gonna say that I guess anyone kind of fix is that you'd think if the killer did it by tossing the key through the air vent that it would be like, you know, just randomly on the ground by the air vent. But if they went all the way up there, they could try and target their toss onto one of the bodies
they
or
could throw
something.
it anywhere.
So could that be any clearer?
Amazing! Even I could follow that.
He's gonna give the guilty or non-guilty verdict.
The judge seems really pleased.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like TENMA TARO. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in the room.
Hey, it looks like that lawyer is beating the jailbird prosecutor.
That's a tough to about. That massive forehead of his seems so much more attractive now.
Ow, hey, I heard that.
Order, I say. Goodness.
Now that I've proven a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty. Oh shit. A valiant effort, Justice Dono. But your final thrust missed its mark. Huh? Nani?
Can someone
Both
please
that little
replace his
scamp
change?
and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out the front door? That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the leave me alone. But that is impossible without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is.
Oh.
The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. Unless, of course, they didn't go in the camera view and from where they are, they directly went towards the caretaker's office into that second set of doors that's right under the camera that's obviously marked off.
I didn't realize those were doors.
However, there's no sign of TENMA TARO anywhere in the security footage. What? Save for the foyer entrance, there's no other way to flee the manor, is there? Or was that a window? I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh my god. She's like, no! Don't make me cry. Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance.
Lay it on me.
There's a large window in the foyer.
Okay, so there's a window.
It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right.
Did you silence me? Did you see his bird? How it freaked out?
Must I point out every crucial detail of the defense?
Next time he does that, look at the bird's face.
Okay. It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliff side of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
No!
Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer
French
window?
now.
What the heck, right? I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
I mean...
well...
He had wings.
Well, that would mean the killer really was a yokai.
No. Why'd you call it yokai? It's yokai. If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer.
Who's saying we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying you can prove the killer could fly?
Everyone's
Come on,
like, what
Athena,
the fuck?
Athena, come on, Athena, come on.
To be fair, even we're like, well, I thought it was the one with the cords of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
I was about to say, Your Honor.
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
The special edition paper.
More flying bodies?
take a look at this special edition paper.
TENMA TARO, real of flight of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out of the window?
But Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting...
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as TENMA TARO flew away. You know, by some way or another.
Silence.
It's like, you've got to be
The
fucking...
cheeseburger.
Yes. Oh, God.
It's like,
It is your brain that is the flow of...
that has
Okay,
Flo
I can't be blamed
coop.
anymore. It is your brain that has Flo the coop.
Flown.
That image is not but trick photography or some other form of artifice. Fuck, I fucked that one up. I'm sorry, everybody. Artifice? Okay, then. How about the TENMA TARO figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air? No, there is a rational common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai or Trixie Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
She? What do you mean she?
She? I don't like where this is going one bit.
Me neither.
Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at the time. Not good. Not good at all. Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono?
Justice Dono.
The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of TENMA TARO were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Oh boy.
Ah, shit. No! Well, that got the crowd riled up.
Yeah, it did.
Oops.
Bap, bap, bap. Order! Order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever!
The little scamp was, no doubt, simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out of the window.
Reality speaking, absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way? Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one.
Why do you keep saying it weird?
Bailiff Caesar. It's time my interrogator is the samurai of your wood.
Jesus.
Hold it, who said that? Is that gonna be yeah, I had a feeling.
The dad, yeah.
Duel me, son! Mayor Tenma?
He looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Yeah. This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul? TENMA TARO's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor. It'd be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you've been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping in a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wait!
Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again.
Mayor Tenma, no, don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone. The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's going to confess unless we do something.
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time of my return.
Huh?
Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for. Dog?
Foolish mortals.
Oh my god.
I am TENMA TARO, the yokai you seek.
Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I am Tenma Taro, freed from the bonds binding me to the Forbidden Chamber. Behold, the return of the Demon King.
What the?
Demon King?
Well then, I think it's time for me to take a vacation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I've seen an exorcism before. I am out.
This has gone off the rails.
The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenma Taro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time?
Indeed, it is I, Tenma Taro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenma Taro, you say? What nonsense!
Jesus.
So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now?
His body is now mine.
I've seen this before. So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you?
The accursed power of these warding charms prevents me from revealing my true form.
Their faces.
We're both just like, your baldness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. Huh? What? You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer. The one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was the accursed all along.
Accused.
Accused all along. No! Ironic, is it not? The yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, our dear Tenma Taro. The pieces all have fallen into place. How so, Prosecutor Blackwell? Seems I must spell it out for you all. For you. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the warding charms from the Forbidden Chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had received to his head.
Had delivered.
That makes sense, yeah. That's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled on the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenma Taro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenma Taro then fled from the fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenma Taro.
But he just said he can't reveal his true form when he's possessing someone.
But when we arrived at the scene, the mayor was found unconscious.
And that too.
How is that possibly supposed to have flown out the foyer window? Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of QB Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenma Taro? Oh.
Jesus Christ. Why do you keep doing that?
That too is easily explained. Flew about for a time did I, but presently tired I made for the Forbidden Chamber. But last exhaustion took me unaware.
Took me unawares in the fox
unawares
chamber.
in the fox chamber. And I knew no more. And I knew more English anymore.
It would seem the pieces are still in place. Is Blackwell up to his tricks again?
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real live?
So that rumor about Mayor Tenma was true? I knew you were kind of real. You mean he really did kill the alderman guest speaker and release Tenma Taro?
That voice.
Order!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
It's Simon Says on steroids. He wants to convict a client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
Why do you keep saying yokai? It's yokai. The emphasis is on the yo part.
I feel like I'm saying it right in my head, so
No.
the proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty, your baldness.
This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Or should I say, one of the most
There's been a couple others.
otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Mayor Tenma's just pretending to be Tenma to protect his daughter.
Perfect.
I had a list there for a second. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
There's both sides have raised valid points. I've no choice but to...
Silence.
This is the dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning.
What the hell?
Justice Dona.
Why do you have to be so dramatic?
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence.
Then prove by joining me.
What? What is he, Darth Vader now?
A night in the clink will ensure you not succumb to temptation. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything? We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but...
What in the world?
What's wrong with him?
Prosecutor Blackquill, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you are in serious violation of that.
Did he just tase him?
I think so.
What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? Ha 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 ha! It seems you found that quite shocking.
Oh my god.
It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. You shall pay for this.
Like a shot collar.
I sound like Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Black will remain in his best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances,
For
aren't
real.
we, Detective?
Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations. Prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned.
Okay.
My god.
Hooey.
The
What?
thing is, with this game, we don't know if freaking Mayor Tenma is pretending or not.
No, because I mean,
Is Mayor Tenma Taro-y?
Because I mean, what I wouldn't be surprised by is if he was like, because obviously we now know. Oh, not Return of Ty. I wanted to see the things, but I'm in the save menu. Is that we now know that the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales. Ooh, we're back in the
Right
office.
anything agents are.
Yay! But we knew that the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales, so maybe, Mayor Tenma was like the wrestling version of.
Oh, and he just like slipped into character or something?
Yeah, because there was someone that was in a costume
Yeah,
that
that's true.
was there, so maybe that was him technically, and that's why he was. That's like his thing, and he's just. You know, that's the best guess I've got.
Yeah.
I think they've started to stray away from, the paranormal shit. We're gonna all of a sudden have one day where Trucy is taken over by Mia's ghost, and it's like, boo, psych!
Wait, what?
Because we got no more Maya or Mia, but,
that makes no sense.
I was about to say, because it's
Trucy's
the
not
channeling
a spirit
thing.
medium.
Never mind, sorry, I forgot about all that stuff. I just thought that Mia was a ghost taking over people all of a sudden.
No!
It's been a while, okay?
Having yokai testify in court is unprecedented to say the least.
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit.
Wait, what about the investigation?
Back! Eek! Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? I wear this all the time. What are you talking about? Yep, I really nailed this new trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, a demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I was seriously considering disappearing after my own after all that craziness.
Hey, magic buns.
Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in the escape.
And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
The real fight starts now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear.
Please clear a core record.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Cool, thank you. Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties.
Gone forever.
I wonder where all that stuff goes.
Even I don't know. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos.
All right.
Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go. Come on, let's get to it. I know that we can do it. Where are we going? Fox Chamber. Where are we going?
Next time, we're going to play Phoenix Wright Dora the Explorer Edition.
Guys, just so you know, I have a little sister and I grew up having to watch that every single time it came on Nickelodeon or Nick Jr. or whatever it was. And it's been burned into my mind, as you can see.
Just everyone, where's the air duct? Is it over there? Scream where the air duct is.
It's right there!
It's to the right? No. It's up. Oh, there it is. Thanks everybody. The door.
Oh my God.
God, fucking kill me. Oh my God, what did we just do?
You made it worse.